Did Sony unknowingly help Nintendo? Let me say that one more time. Did Sony unknowingly help Nintendo? Yep, this is your boy Levelhead back with another video. How y'all doing? Hope y'all feeling good. Right now you're watching the latest Nintendo Direct that showed Tuesday in the morning. Enjoy. I'm watching it on my Wii U gamepad directly off of the eShop. And if you own a Wii U, do yourself a service and go watch all the E3 goodness on and straight off of your Wii U. It's going to look 20, 30 times better than watching it on YouTube and live streams or IGN or wherever else you're going to go. Go straight to the Wii U. If you're looking for Nintendo news and Nintendo coverage, go straight to your Wii U and check that stuff out, man. It will blow you away how good these games look for real when you see it in 1080p for real. Anyway, so let's get it in because I'm pretty sure y'all interested in what I'm about to talk about with a title like that. Yeah, you heard me right. Did Sony unknowingly help Nintendo? And I'm pretty sure it's people already screaming foul, especially the super duper Nintendo fans, Wii U fans, you know what I'm saying, like myself, but because I'm pretty sure I'd be screaming foul if I was on the other side listening to me talk and I didn't know where I was going. I would be screaming foul too, but chill out, get out the comment section, sit back, you know what I'm saying, fix your face, take you a drink of Kool-Aid, something, cool down, and listen to your boy, and just take this little ride, this journey with me. And I'm going to give you what I'm talking about, and you're going to understand real clear when I'm done. So, let's talk about it. Did Sony unknowingly help Nintendo? Let's get it in. So, what's the big news right now, people? What's the big news? I'm pretty sure some of y'all be like E3 and all the games that was shown, and, you know what I'm saying, next gen is here, and whoop the blase. And I would say, no, not the big news. No, it's not the big news. The big news was news before E3 got here. The big news is Microsoft's decision to go with DRM, no use game policy, mandatory check-in. That is still the biggest news. We're excited about what's going on at E3. We're excited about all the games, Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony are showing. We're excited about what next gen has to offer as far as graphics and scale. We're excited. But we also scared out our minds, most gamers are, anybody with any common sense would be, listening to what they're trying to do with our freedom in gaming. So that is the big topic. So let's get it in. Microsoft comes out. No, we ain't gonna even start there. We'll start last year. Rumors start kicking up. Rumors start kicking up about the possibility of Microsoft and possibly Sony blocking you from being able to play used games on next gen systems. That's how it started. That's where the rumor mill got to going. Most was just chopping it up as rumor. No way in the world would they do that. They would be pretty much committing suicide. Nobody wants that. No gamer wants that. Pretty much the message. Pretty much what was going on. So that pretty much go through all last year when it first hit. And, you go on Kotaku and NeoGAF, wherever you go for your rumor info, that's where you was getting it from. So, a debacle happens with some employee with Microsoft on Twitter where they expose some truth to the rumor. Quickly, that is, he got fired and damage control took place. His history and how he had these outbreaks and these, frustrating moments where he just spazzes on people on Twitter. Like other people. I ain't gonna say no names, Pachter, Michael. Yeah, like they spaz on Twitter. But anyway, so that's quickly, calm down and quickly damage control. I don't know if this was before Sony's press conference or after Sony's press conference, but I know it happened. Then, so let's jump. Sony comes out and they reveal the PlayStation 4 in February, right? They talk nothing about all these rumors with, no used games, mandatory check-in, mandatory internet, and all this stuff, DRM, all this floating around, in the rumor with mill. They don't talk about it. They don't even show their system. They just show games. They talk about how they're all about the developer. We listening to the developer key. We're listening to the developers. Listen, we're listening to the developers. We're giving them what they're asking for. Right? Listen to me. Follow your boy. I'm going to take you somewhere. So, a few months later, Microsoft comes out and they reveal their system. They show the system. They're proud of their system. They start talking about TV. They talking about everything that does not appeal to a gamer. Right? And they doing what they do. They show one or two games. EA comes on the stage and says, well, they don't say unprecedented, but they say something close and similar to what they said, and we're going to get to that later, so I'll just drop it at there. But EA shows up, shows all the CGI and what they plan on doing with next gen and how them and Xbox is finna push forward into the next gen, right? Experiences you can experience nowhere else. That's what was going on, people. Then, the reveal is over. And then after the reveal, some interesting news pop out. Yes, all the rumors that has been told about Microsoft is true. You can't buy used games. You can't trade in your games. You can't lend your games to your friend. Mandatory check-in, mandatory internet. It all hits the fan. Microsoft let it all out the bag. And the gaming universe erupts, and if the lava and the mountain overflows with lava and the steam off of that lava is consuming and filling up the building, yes, they found out that this was not gonna fly. So Microsoft can't get their story together. One dude saying this, another dude saying that, and an exec saying this, all confusion. Then all of a sudden, the spy stuff coming out about, okay, will the Kinect be listening to you all the time? Will it be watching you? You can't turn it off. All that come out. Just total confusion. Sony watching. Now, let's look at this thing. Sony say we listening to the developers. EA comes on stage with Microsoft. All right, Microsoft come out and they let the cat out the bag. Boldly does it. Now, if you think for a second Microsoft is this dumb, this stupid to step out in this deep water by themselves, you got to be out your mind. Microsoft and Sony and developers, Western developers, I believe, were all in cahoots. They was all trying to go down this lane to get and generate more money, more finances, more paper. It's all about the green, person. Follow the green. Now, I'm pretty sure it was presented that we can do this and we can generate a lot of money and we can cut off the middleman between, GameSpot and all the folks who sell and buy games. We can get that money back. So you can't buy no used games. So every time you buy a game, you gotta buy a new, or anytime you buy a used game, you gotta pay some money to play that used game. This is money. This is money coming in to the pockets of developers and into the pockets of Microsoft. And I'm pretty sure Sony was somewhere at that table, right along, getting all happy and geeked out about following along until the onslaught of negative reaction hit. 2.5 weeks of opportunity to change your position. Now look at this thing. Microsoft boldly walks in it 2 weeks before E3. Microsoft press conference is before Sony's. Microsoft gets on stage and revealed the price of their system. $499. Craziness, right? Do you think they would do that if they didn't think the competition and the person that they're competing with was planning on doing the same thing? Just saying. Maybe not. They might be that stupid. They might be that dumb. Sony comes on the stage, totally do a 180. They totally take advantage of the information that was given to them by the fans, the people who buy the system, the people who are going to rush out and pre-order, all those, we going to do that. So they know how we feel. They didn't have to guess. They know how we feel because Microsoft let the cat out the bag. This was not Microsoft acting alone. This was Microsoft, Sony, and developers all trying to go down this path. But since Microsoft tried to jump out on it first, now people know they got a little research. They got a little knowledge and understanding on this ain't looking too good. This ain't flying with the people that's going to buy our system initially. So Sony comes on the stage and just totally take advantage. Now all of a sudden Sony is the system to get. Now we know what Microsoft price is. We undercut them. We gonna charge ours. We only gonna charge $3.99. Wow. And they got all the momentum coming out of E3. So you say, oh, that sound good, Levelhead. That sound real good. But what does this have to do with the Nintendo Wii U and Nintendo and Iwata and all them? Let's go back. Now I'm gonna try to get this done. All right. Let's journey back to 2011. EA walks on the stage. Ubisoft walk on the stage with Nintendo. Unprecedented partnership. Both of them got some new level of partnership with Nintendo. Now, Ubisoft make good on the promise. EA, somewhere between then and now, something happened. Now, most believe it was Origin, which I believe most of it was Origin, but I also believe that an idea was being formulated behind the scenes and they saw more opportunity to make money on Sony and Microsoft system with what Sony and Microsoft was trying to do. We don't need Nintendo. Matter of fact, let's just try to get Nintendo up out this joint. All third parties started to Oregon Trail away from Nintendo when the Wii U released. Nobody is putting none of the games on the Wii U, none of the games on Nintendo system, except for Ubisoft, Activision with Call of Duty and a few little no-name titles, and Warner Brothers with Arkham City with Batman, all that. And now they continuing, but all of a sudden, look what happened. Let's look at it. Now. I heard somebody was telling me some things was finna happen, and they was letting me know a month ago, weeks ago, and I didn't believe them. I was like, whatever. They were saying, man, it's gonna happen. Listen to me. I'm telling you, this and that and the other is gonna happen. Just watch. It's gonna reveal itself. So Ubisoft host Alicia Taylor after the conference at E3 is interviewed. And they asked her about all the new titles Ubisoft got coming out and how none of them was announced for the Wii U. Now, she turns around. I believe she slipped up and let something out the bag that she wasn't supposed to. She says, everyone, Nintendo Wii U is an abandoned, seems to be an abandoned system. And, she said that. Now, most of us listening be like, nah, she just the person that was on stage talking. She really don't know. She don't work for Ubisoft, so she don't know all that. She ain't an exec. She ain't the decision maker. So she just probably talking off what she unheard and what she unread. But then Ubisoft comes out and says they're lessening their support for the Wii U until the sales of the Wii U or a price cut is made for the sales to pick up. Now, just a week or two ago, they was talking about how they believe in the Wii U and it only takes one game. But now, all of a sudden, Wii U got to pick up the sales. They need a price cut, and we not going to continue to put games until one of the two happen. Either the sales pick up or a price cut to create sales happen. All right. Then you start hearing about, it started off as rumored that all the basic Wii U's was being pulled and GameStop is pulling them off the shelf. I think Hip Hop Game was one of the first to say this. Then all of a sudden you hear Iwata talk about, no, we're just, we're trying to get the basic units off the shelves and we're trying to get the deluxe units out. Reshifting, so just rebalancing things. Then you hear them come out and say we need time. And this is where Sony has helped Nintendo unknowingly. With Sony trying to reposition themselves as the leader in the gaming industry, far as company, they trying to get that market share back from Microsoft. Sony took an opportunity and they trying to benefit off of the negativity that's happening for Microsoft. They don't go with what's been preached and what we should. They not doing all of it. We about the fans now. No, we're not going to do DRM. We're not going to block you from playing used games. We're not going to try to prevent you from buying used games. No, we not about none of that. You want to buy it. All that, they did it, and they did it well. Then they undercut with the price. All this now, Microsoft out there on their own. Now Nintendo and the watch is like, we need time. Time for what? This is what they need time for. Nintendo has just stepped into the HD genre. Now, to us, we were like, well, these are gamers. These are game developers. They should be used to and acclimated to making games. Yes, they are. But Nintendo, if you're a Nintendo fan, you know Nintendo is about quality, baby. They want quality. They're about putting out product, and they don't have to worry about you complaining about glitches and mess ups and all this, that, and the other. They when they put it out, it's going to be at the best. So they need time to get acclimated. They need time to present and put their best foot forward. They was leaning on third party, but third party abandoned them. Now, who's standing with them is starting to pull away. But since Sony made this move and didn't flow down a path that Microsoft was flowing with, now Microsoft is damage control, and Microsoft is in a place by themselves where their ego is getting them and trapping them up. Sony is put themselves in a position to look like the superhero, and Nintendo is all the while getting more time and more time to perfect the game and to get their IPs lined up so they could create the sales that they need to create. Now, once they do this, and we seeing the fruit of their labor with games like Monolith, and I'm pretty sure Retro got another game down the street, parked around the corner. Donkey Kong is cool. That's just something to get them to that game. This Mario game is just a game to get us to the Mario game. They need time. They keep telling us, be patient. We gonna do it. Look at the 3DS as an example. We gonna make it happen. And Sony just gave them the time that they need. And you say, how? Because Microsoft priced themselves out. Sony is $399 plus all the games that will make you go buy Sony and Microsoft is also coming to the 7th generation systems. It's enough time to present and do what they need to do and get acclimated to HD and this next gen expectation. Nintendo need the time. So I want to thank you, Microsoft, for being egotistical and being, stuck in your ways. I want to thank you, Sony, for seeing that this was stupid and reacting to the fans and making a wise business decision. And Nintendo, just perfect what you need to perfect, because we all ready to play that goodness that we know you got up your sleeve. So that's what I had to say. Thank you, Sony, for unknowingly helping Nintendo. Deuces.